Hey folks, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Is my stream and my audio clear? Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me clearly? Thank you everyone. So that's what I'm looking at on US 30 today. We had equal highs here, right? I was watching these equal high and I was like, okay, if price is not taking it out, I will target it at 830. In my macro 820 to 830, right? I'll target it, but price took it. These two blue line that you see here, that's our 50-minute fair value gap. Price came down, hit our 50-minute fair value gap, and got support from it. This gray shaded box that you see right here is our 4-hour order block. So it's a bullish order block and it's from 4-hour chart. So price is getting support from that. There's also an inversion inside this 4-hour fair value gap on 4-hour chart. Okay, so price got support from this zone. I was watching this equal high, price just took it, and these two lines that you see, black line is our 4-hour fair value gap. That was unfilled, so price just tapped into this fair value gap. So right now I want to see which direction price takes us. I can see it's bullish because we have a fair value gap that is unfilled. Price just filled it, and we do have equal highs above. At the same time, we do have relative equal lows down below, right? So price tapped into a CB, that's a CB, and it's just like price didn't even close the candle's body inside this CB, right? So what do we expect? We expect to see price remaining heavy towards the sell side. And if it does that, if price is remaining heavy towards the sell side, we do have targets on 4-hour chart. If I drop down to the 60-minute chart, you will see a lot more targets. So you can see that these lows here are relatively equal. Now let's drop down to the 50-minute chart. And you can see that there's a BC right here, right? So the bullish price action that you are seeing right now is because of this BC right here. Price came down, got support from this BC. So for me to get bearish, price will have to come down to this BC again, okay? And this BC will have to get failed again. Now this BC is valid. This BC provided support for price here, and now it's providing support for price again here. So if price is coming down inside this BC again, I want to see price getting support towards sell side from this BC. That's a BC, and this BC is supposed to provide support for price towards the buy side, right? And it's doing it. And if we are bearish, I want to see price coming down to this BC again. That's what I want to see. And if it does that, we do have target right here, internal sell side liquidity, and after that you can see we have relative equal lows, like strong level of sell side liquidity right here, right here, right here, and below these lows we have a daily unfilled fair value gap. So let's see what price does, right? Price just tapped into our 4-hour fair value gap. That's our 4-hour fair value gap, and price tapped into that, and now it's just going towards the sell side. And we do have a fair value gap here on 50-minute chart. So if price want to remain bullish, it will get support from it, from this fair value gap. If not, we are bearish. So let's go to dollar. Before that, okay, let's talk about NASDAQ. So on NASDAQ, right, price came down inside of our fair value gap. It's a daily fair value gap. This gray shaded box that you see, it's from the daily chart. If I take you onto the daily chart, you will see that this BC right here is our daily fair value gap. Price came down to it, got support from it, and the price became bullish after that. After it got support from this fair value gap, this BC, it generated equal high here, a lot of equal high. Like you can see equal high here and then here again. And Nasdaq is coming below to a BPR. That's a BPR, balanced price range. And to me, I see a BPR as a gigantic pool of liquidity. If price wanna remain bullish, right? If Nasdaq wanna remain bullish and wanna hunt this equal high, clear this equal high, right? It will get support from this BPR. And if not, we are bearish. And we do have targets below us. I'm on 60-minute chart on Nasdaq on US 100, and you can see that we have a low right here. That's our sell side liquidity, and below this low we have an unfilled fair value gap right here. It's the hourly fair value gap, then another unfilled fair value gap right here, another one right here. So folks, price hunts two things, okay? Liquidity and imbalance. Other than that, there's nothing in chart for price to go. So if price is bearish, price will come down to these zones right here. That's the unfilled fair value gap, right? And above there we have a sell side liquidity. So if price is coming down and taking this sell side liquidity, I'm expecting a fill up of this gap. And then this, if price still wanna remain bearish. So I'm on hourly chart, that's a long-term bias for me. Let's see how price reacts from this BPR. After that, I will have a clean analysis on Nasdaq. Now let's talk about dollar. On dollar, you can see that price has equal highs here. If you were watching my live stream yesterday, I told you guys that price got support from this fair value gap, and if price is remaining heavy towards the buy side, that's what we expected. Then I gave you two targets. If you remember, that was our first target. I told you guys that price can come up, offer buy side liquidity here, and if it does that, it will come up and offer buy side liquidity here. And if it still wanna remain heavy, it can come up here. But after that, after offering two levels of buy side, major buy side liquidity, price just rejected towards the sell side. And you can see that the clean, very clean rejection here. So let's see what price does, okay? That's a fair value gap here on Dixie, on dollar. I'm on hourly chart. So that's a fair value gap and price got rejected from it. So now let's see if I measure this swing from the low to the high. Our premium comes in here. So I'm expecting a rejection. If price wanna reject towards the sell side, okay, it can reject from this inversion level right here. And if dollar is remaining heavy towards the sell side, right, if dollar is getting support from this fair value gap, that's a fair value gap right here, that's a CB. This CB is supposed to provide support for price towards the sell side. If it's doing that, it matches with our analysis on US 30, right? US 30 has equal high. So let's see what it does. If dollar is remaining heavy towards the sell side, US 30 will hunt buy side liquidity, and we do have targets on buy side liquidity. But to me, sell side liquidity makes more sense on indices. If dollar is dropping, indices going up. That's what we expect to see. That's the ideal scenario. And if dollar is providing buy side liquidity, okay, it can, and yeah, the indices will drop. So let's see what happens. To be honest, I'm not gonna push myself today. Yesterday I was like, I was trying to take a trade, okay, in front of all of you. Like, I'll be honest, that's what I should not do, okay? I tried to show to all of you that there's a setup, and there wasn't in that condition. Yesterday I should have been more patient. I wasn't, so I regret that. Even though I didn't push any button on my live funds, but what you do on demo, the same thing reflects on your live account. So I should be more cautious about what I'm doing here. So that's a fair value gap, and let's see what price does inside this fair value gap. If price fails to get support from this fair value gap, from this CB, and closes a candle's body above the CB, I'm pretty sure that price will come up and fill up and will come up to the premium zone here. and we'll feel this inversion level right here, and if it does that, indices is dropping, right? So let's watch our US 30. So price just tapped into our 50-minute fair value gap right here. I'm just gonna mark it. XLR 8R is saying, yeah, do not tell us if you trade or not. If you do, keep it private. Yeah, it's not that matter, okay? If I'm telling you, and it doesn't bother me if I'm sharing my trades, okay? But what bothers me is that, like, I wasn't patient enough. I wasn't delivering to you guys and to me the way I'm supposed to. Yesterday I wanted to push a button in front of all of you, so that's what I should not do. Right? It affects, like, when 400 people watches you, and you look there, it does something inside of you, like, can you trade, like, in front of 10 people, and I'm just talking in front of 400 people, and I don't want to talk about it, but anyway, I'll be, like, more controlled about myself. So that's the fair value gap, and let's see how price reacts from this fair value gap, and that's a 4-hour fair value gap. Okay, so we don't have target here inside this 15-minute other than this fair value gap right here. So let's see what price does. Actually, I don't see any trade idea. Market is, like, providing support in both side, right? So once I have a clean idea, I'll share with you all. So for now, let's just focus on our chart, and let's drop down to the lower time frame, 5-minute chart. And let's see if this fair value gap provides support. Okay, I do see a breaker block right here. Let me outline it for you. That's a stop hunt here, right? That's a swing low. Price came down, did a stop hunt. So our stop hunt is here. And where's our breaker block? If I take you on 50-minute, let's see if on 50-minute chart is clear or not. Yes, this last bullish candle that you see here, I think that's our breaker block, but we will have to confirm that with our lower time frame. Let's drop down to the 5-minute again. Yes, this last up close candles that you see here, let me mark it. That's our breaker block here. So if price is coming down and getting support from it, we are bullish. If not, we are bearish. So this box here is our breaker block. I'll just mark it for you all. Breaker block. Yeah, so let's see if price gets support from it. Price is just tapped into our fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap, and that's our breaker block on 5-minute chart. 5-minute. Let's drop down to the 3-minute chart. On lower time frame, we can see a lot of setup, but on higher time frame, like, there's not much setup. That's the reason I trade on 3-minute, 1-minute chart. So that's a big week, right? So let's measure it and see. Let's see if price gets rejected from this week. If it does not do that, it's okay. If it does that, it's okay. We will have a clean analysis. And if it does not respect this week, we will have a clean analysis towards the buy side. It's 8:15. We still have 5 minutes before our macro starts. Let's see how Nasdaq is behaving. Okay, Nasdaq got support. That this gray shaded box, I think it was our fair value gap. That's a BPR, right? That's our hourly BPR. Let me mark it again. BPR hourly. I'm marking so that I'm not the one who is forgetting, okay? Because I'm talking about dollar, Nasdaq, and then US 30, so I might forget. So that's the reason I'm marking it. It's not for you, it's for me, to be honest. So if I drop down to the 5-minute chart, I can see that a stop hunt is here. Price did a stop hunt here. That's a swing low. So that's a stop hunt. And then that's this up close candle right here. That's our breaker block. So let's see if price closes a candle's body above that. If it does that, we will have 3 confirmation, okay? Price did a stop hunt here. Price tapped into a 60-minute BPR. That's our BPR. If you go on Nasdaq, you will see it. A balanced price range. When price has a fair value gap in both sides, okay, that becomes a balanced price range BPR. And that works as like a gigantic pool of liquidity for price. You can see the price just tapped into the BPR and it's rejecting from this BPR aggressively. Okay, if BPR is your model, you could have taken a trade from here, right? But BPR is not my model. I use other models, other ICT concept as a confirmation for my breaker block model. So I can see a breaker block here. If price closes a candle's body above, right, we will see the price is hunting buy side liquidity. And if it does that, do we have a target? Yes, that's a level where we can take a partial. These are relatively equal high. That's our internal buy side liquidity. So this will be a zone where we can take a partial. And our target, our initial target will be this swing high here. You can see that a lot of relative equal highs here, right? So that's a strong level of liquidity. So this equal high here will be our initial target, our TP. Our trade idea is not valid yet. Price did not close the candle's body above the breaker. So let's just wait and let's see what happens. Buy side liquidity. So we do have target, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, what model I'm talking about, you can go on my YouTube channel and you will find a video there I made, like the caption is deep inside breaker block and macro. There I shared a whole freaking model of breaker block. So that this structure here, it matches with our breaker block. We can see a breaker block, we can see price did a stop hunt, we can also see that price came down into a discount PD area. That's our discount PD area. So if I mark it for you, it will be something like this, discount PD array. Why it's a discount PD array? Okay, I'll answer that. Why is it a discount PD array? If I take you back onto the 60-minute chart, now do you see why it's a discount PD array? Because this BPR is in discount. That's the reason it's a discount PD array. It's a common sense. Okay, so I'm just marking it to make it look good, you know. I like my charts when they look good, so that's what I'm looking on at Nasdaq. Let's see if price closes a candle's body. If it does, folks, okay, I'm gonna go to US 30 now. If it does that, let me know in the chat if any of you are like watching it. So on US 30 we don't have a clean setup like Nasdaq. Nasdaq has a clean setup, and I marked this week right here on 3-minute chart, right? And I told you guys that let's see if price reject from it or not. We do have other confirmation what tells us that price is bullish, like this gray shaded box you see. I think it's our 60-minute fair value gap. It's our 4-hour order block. Okay, this gray shaded box is our 4-hour order block. Price got support from it. These two lines, blue line is our 50-minute fair value gap. Price got support from it, and then that's our breaker block. Price got support from it. So we have a lot of confirmation that's telling us that price is bullish. And and there's another fair value gap, 50-minute fair value gap. If I take you onto the 50-minute chart, that's a fair value gap right here. Price is also getting support from it. So let's see what it does. 3-minute. I'm gonna put the Nasdaq chart here because Nasdaq looks a lot cleaner to me today than US 30. Why it's not showing my drawings? Okay, I think it's visible on 3-minute chart. Okay, do you guys see it? That's our Nasdaq chart, and I'll put US 30 here. I'll focus on Nasdaq because Nasdaq is providing us a clean setup, but I will also keep US 30 right next to us. So we do have targets on Nasdaq here, so let's see what it does. And we are inside of our macro, right? So our trade idea will be something like this. Let's just wait and see if price closes a candle's body above this breaker block. Reza is saying, why don't you use buy limit on breaker block? Why should I use buy limit? I'm not lazy like you. I wanna see how price reacts, okay, first, and then I engage. Yeah, Sylvia. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. Usually, my streams are not delayed. But yesterday, I think there was a problem with my Wi-Fi. My brother, he plays games, okay? So he was doing something on Warzone. Do you guys play Warzone? I do play Warzone too. And I'm getting addicted to it. So what he was doing is like, he had like Warzone opened, and he was doing it online. And then he was also like doing other stuff online, so that was like taking a lot of speed from me. Like we only use one Wi-Fi for our whole house, and we all are like using internet. We are heavy users, so I think because of that, I don't know, but today it seems good, right? If any of you play Warzone, you can drop your like name tag, game tag. I will invite you. Folks, let's do a live stream about gaming, you know, like trading is so stressful. Rather than that, we can play. Game is so fun. I was playing with my brother yesterday, and I'm not actually into gaming. I'm more into trading, but he is like a gamer, always playing games, wasting his time when he grows up, you know, like the games that he plays, it doesn't pay him. And this world is all about money. If you don't have money, like, you will have a very sad fucking life. And I can see that he is building his life like that. He is always playing shitty games. And I tried to like teach him or show him the way I trade. I don't know, like, he don't have any interest in trading. Even though like he needs money, even though he needs money to buy his stuff, like whatever he wants. Not every game is cheap, right? Some of the games are like $100, $150, and he's not working, so he don't get the money. He will have to ask our father. So I'm like, okay, if you can make your own money from trading, right? You can do it by your own. You don't need to ask anyone. But even after that, even after he's seeing me making money like that, he's not interested. Not even like a single person. Why is that? I didn't get it. Like, to me, my whole life, I thought like money is the thing that like is like a second god, okay, to everyone. And the reaction that I got from my brother, it changed that. But I'm waiting. He's still a kid. He's 16 years old. So once he grows up, I'll see what he does, right? If his mindset is changing or not. Yeah, me too. The last game I played, it was like Grand Theft Auto 5. So after that, I didn't play any game. Oh, I played like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the new one, but only like 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't find any interest playing games now. The game that I play is this, is what you guys are watching. This chart. That's what I enjoy. I don't see a clean setup here today. Do we have a news at 8:30? Let's check. Today is Wednesday. Oh, okay. We do have news at 8:30. That's the reason. Wow, they put a timer here. Before in Forex Factory there wasn't a timer. Do you guys see it? They put a timer here right next to the news. That's cool. I like that. I think it's a recent update, right? I didn't saw it like before. I played like every Grand Theft Auto game, like everything. From Grand Theft Auto Vice City, that was the first one. Then the San Andreas. Okay, that's the second one that I played. And the Grand Theft Auto 4, then 5. And if you ask me like which one I like most, I'll say like San Andreas, because the Vice City, it was with a low graphics, the graphics wasn't good, and suddenly when the San Andreas came, the graphics was like dope. It was like killer. When that game released, there was no freaking game who had a graphics like San Andreas. So I'll give it like my all-time favorite. Alpran, welcome. I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly. I think you are from Turkey, right? Are you from Turkey? Alp, I'll call you Alp. Is it okay? Yes, I'll take entry. Sheikh Ghazi is asking like, will I take entry? Yeah, because if price is closing 5 minute and 3 minute, it's not that much of a difference. Okay, so if price is closing in candles body above that, and that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so I think price will close our candles body above here. So let's wait and see if price gives us a entry. Okay. Yes, look at the drop. Oh my god, it's because of the news, huh? Okay, our entry will be here. Our stop loss. I don't like the stop loss here. Let's drop down to the 1 minute chart. This stop loss will be like very big, and I don't like it. Let's see if we can minimize our stop loss. Yeah, so my stop loss will be something like this. I will wait for this candle to show us a reaction towards the buy side. Okay, price got support, so suppose I took an entry here and my stop loss will be below here, and our 2R target will be here. Let's see what it does. Okay folks, like it's a news release, so I'm not gonna take it on my live funds because on news you know, like, we avoid trading. I'm just watching how price reacts. Okay, no button being pushed. Like, even on demo I'm not pushing a button, and on news I don't think you can take a trade here on your live account. Because on news, the spreads, like, I'm using Forex Factory as my broker. So what they do, they are very good broker with the spread with US30. Like, usually they have one or two tick of spread, so it's like very good. But even on news, they have like wide spread. Like, I'm entering, my trade is like gonna enter after like 10 ticks. 10 or 15 ticks in every news. Okay, every high impact news. I don't take trades on high impact news, by the way. It's just an idea. I want to see if price respect it or not. Okay, if you guys are taking it, okay, if you wanna take it on demo, but not on your live funds. And if you are taking it on live funds, don't tell me. If I see that, I don't care if you are a member here, you will get blocked, and your $5 will get refunded. So don't do that, please. No, not big stop loss, because I wanted to see how price reacts from this fair value gap. If it was getting support, okay, I told you guys that I'm entering here, or like I'm looking for a trade here. Why? Because price got support from this fair value gap. Okay, so if price is coming down and going below this fair value gap, our trade idea is wrong. So that's the reason I put a stop loss here. You can minimize it and put your stop loss here below this fair value gap. If price wanna respect this fair value gap, it will not come back down here again. Okay, once you spend enough time with folks or enough time with chart, you will know how price will behave after it confirms a behavior. Like, that's a fair value gap. I don't want to see price coming down here. If it does that, it will not respect this breaker block, because if you have been watching me for like 2-3 weeks, you know a breaker block is one of the most aggressive entry pattern. Okay, once price closes a candle's body above the breaker block, we wanna see price remaining heavy towards the buy side. If it's coming down, right, it's not a valid breaker block, and you should get out. You should not be greedy, and you should not hope, because there's always every day, folks, or every fucking day in our macro zone there will be a setup. So why just hope and lose money here? Why? To me, okay, I'm in a level, if I make only 2R, I can done for the week. If I make 4R in a week, that's like one of the best week for me. If I'm making 5R, 6R in a week, this week is like a crazy week for me. So with 2R I'm getting done. So the trade that I take is like with a lot of confirmation in a clean day without news. I saw a setup here, right? And you can see that how price is behaving from this setup. But did I took it on my live funds? No, I told you guys I'm not taking it. I won't take it because of the high impact news. Some of you might think, okay, Hydra, you can see a clean setup, then when price is reacting good from it, right? Price is reacting positively from this breaker block. Then why are you not taking this trade on your live funds? Because if I take this trade on my live fund today, tomorrow on a high impact news, I will see another clean setup like this, and that clean setup will hit my stop loss. Okay, and I won't be able to control myself. I will take this trade. So that's the reason I'm not pushing the button here today, because the things that you do, folks, every day, you will continue to do so. The same thing. If I'm pushing button here, where's my discipline? Where's my patience? There's no patience, right? So that's how I build patience. I know, and I know that the main reason behind behind my patience is that I know there will be a setup every day. Okay, you don't have a model. You don't have a model. That's the reason you don't have a patience. I have a model. See it, how beautiful it is. Yes, I only need 2 hours. Why I only need 2 hours? Because with 2 hours I can make more than what I was making in a week. In a week when I was working, I was making like 600, I guess. Yeah, 650, 600, like that in a week. And in one trade now, if a trade is giving me 2 hours, I'm making like $1,000, 1,500 in a week. So that's like a very good week for me. If I'm making more than that, it's crazy for me. I never thought that I will make more money than that. So why just rush the process? I'm still new, okay, folks? So that's the reason I'm getting done with 2 hours. Look how slow price is, and look at the US 30. US 30 is bitching today. It's not providing a clean setup, just consolidating. That's the reason I'm like mainly focusing on US 100. So if you are like if I was trading this setup, I will trail my stop loss below this fair value gap right now. And once price gives us a partial here, right, I'll put my stop loss in my entry and I will extend it here, because we do have a target here, right? I think I will extend it here because because recently you saw price rejecting from rejection block. These wicks that you see here, that's a rejection block. Rejection block here, all of these wicks are rejection block. So if I extend it out on time, right, I'll put my stop take profit here. Why not above here, right? Hydra, you always tell us equal high and equal low is a strong level of liquidity, so price should come up and take it out, right? No, because if you are watching price recently, if you are trading recently, you can see that price once comes up here, it does not go above equal high, it just reject from there, right? So that's the reason I'll put my TP here above the body, okay, a candle's body where the liquidity is. So if price is taking out this swing high, it will come here. That's like a certain thing, okay, like with 70% guarantee I can tell you price will come here once price offers liquidity here. But I cannot guarantee you it will reject, it will go above and take out this equal high. So I'm just being safe here. Yeah, like 1,500 Canadian dollar. I'm not funded. I've been trading like with my personal funds since the beginning. Since the very beginning I was trading. I'm trading with forex.com. You guys can check them out. They are very fucking good broker, okay? Like they require papers from you to open your account, like your passport and stuff, and then your verification of your address. You will have to provide that to them, and then your tax return, the T4 paper that you guys get. Like if you are living in Canada, you know what I'm talking about. So these 3 papers you will have to submit to them, and the benefit you will get, like once you request a withdraw, it directly hits your checking account, like in just like 30 minutes, 30 or 1 hour, it will come in your checking account, it will in your bank account. So that's the reason I like forex.com. No plans to use features broker. I have an edge on indices, and I'm making money from indices, so why should I just go and trade on features? If I become like a millionaire, then I will think about features, you know. Look at US 30. US 30, I don't like US 30 today. It's just consolidating, not providing a clean setup. Rather, if you look at US 100, she is very beautiful today. US 500 is also chopping around, right? I don't see my setup here on US 500. So if you are trading on US 500, I don't know, like, but US 500 took the liquidity here. So that's a equal high, but above this equal high, we also do have equal high here. So that's a SMT with US 500, okay, folks? Like US 500 made a higher high, took out this liquidity here, but look at US 100. Did it took this equal high here? No, so that's a SMT. Equal high, sorry, US 100 made a lower high. US 500 made a higher high. So let's see if price reject or not. I'll put my stop loss to my entry now because of the SMT that I saw here, right? I'm not hoping. I don't like to hope. So price made a SMT. If price wanna reject it, can. Very less that I care about this trade. That's the reason I'm putting my stop loss in my entry. Guys, 400 people watching and only 78 likes. What's up, guys? What's happening? So a partial would be here before this breaker block was activated, right? Before price even like confirmed us about this trade idea. I told you guys this level here would be a partial, right? It almost feels like I'm doing something in replay mode, right? I didn't indicate it to you two direction. My live stream always I indicate price in one direction, and you can see that how nicely price is behaving. If you took this setup, you can close your trade here, right? Once price goes above this equal high, you can close it here. That will be like a 2R from this. Our stop loss was here, right? So that's a 2R here. A clean freaking 2R. And if you wanna hold, okay, if price is still showing willingness to go towards the buy side, you can like put your TP here, but not here. Don't do that, okay? Don't give price a chance to make you emotional. If you become emotional, that's the time you should know that you lost. You lost against algo, because this algo is made the way to hunt your emotion. In chart, it's hunting liquidity and feeling imbalance, right? But in real life, what it's doing is hunting your emotions. It's generating emotion inside you. Each and every candle that you watch here is generating emotions to the newbies. The retail traders, they will think, okay, price is rejecting, price will drop now, let's sell. Price is going up, let's buy. No, we don't do that. Don't give a chance to price to make you think like that. I think CN is new here. I think you are new here, right, bro? You can go ahead and watch my previous live stream. It's not the first time that I'm calling market here like this. I did it before, like I think 4 or 5 times. Just like this, I outlined a setup and price did hit our TP. The setup so far I outlined, only 2 of them hit our stop loss. On 3 minute, someone is asking, Reggie is asking, should we measure the wick on 3 minute chart on US 30? Yes. If you see a big wick, okay folks, partial here. Once price goes above, just know that a partial will be here on US 100 NASDAQ. Yes, on US 30, you can see that price has a big wick right here. And once you see a big wick, folks, always measure it, because price see it as a gap, okay? Like the way we use fair value gap, just like that, price watches this algo. Sorry, I'm saying price. It's not price, it's algo. Algo watch this as a fair value gap. So if I measure it, you can see that. What do you see here? Did price came down below this midway? No. So just like we use a fair value gap, right? If price is not closing a candlestick body below the midway and the lower quadrant of a fair value gap, of a bullish fair value gap, a BC, what do we expect? We expect to see price remain heavy towards the buy side. And what do you see here? Price came down, hit the upper quadrant, 0.75 level here. So what do we expect? We expect to see price remaining heavy towards the buy side, and that's what you are seeing here. If I take you onto the 1 minute chart, okay, you can see that how price respected the wick here. Okay, so a partial here, a clean partial would be here. And you can ask me like how much should I take off here, right? If I was trading, I will take off 60% of the money that I have. Here, once price gave me a partial here, right? That's a like 1.77 R. So that's a lot of money. If I was trading in this trade alone, I would have generated already like $500 to $600 here. So anyway, our TP is here. Let's see if price hits our TP. Our stop loss in our entry, right? Do you guys remember when I trailed my stop loss? When I saw the SMT here, the SMT that price generated here, price took this high, then this candle here opened lower, right? That's when I told you guys, okay, I'm trailing my stop loss, I'm putting it in my entry. And you can see the price respected my analysis. It gave us a partial. Now let's see if price gives us 2R or not. Our 2R was here. Even if price is coming down and hitting our stop loss, do we care? No, we made our money. If you are not happy with a partial, like, trading is not for you. Let's look at dollar. I'm just talking about dollar. Let's not ignore the mother of everything. Wow, okay, so dollar also respected our analysis, right? I told you guys, if dollar is bullish, if dollar wanna provide buy side liquidity, it will have to break this fair value gap. Didn't I tell you guys that? Yes, when I started my live stream, a lot of you joined here are new. Before, when I started my live stream, I told you guys, if dollar is bullish, it should not respect this fair value gap. If dollar is bearish, as we have equal low right here, right, it should remain heavy after hitting this fair value gap. It should not go above and close a candle's body above this fair value gap. Did it did that? No. So what do we expect? We expect to see price remain heavy towards the sell side. And what do we expect on indices? To price to remain heavy towards the buy side, right? So today I think we have a clean analysis on both of the chart. Price is respecting everything, and I think it's a high probability there. So let's see what price does at 9:20 to 9:30. If price presents a clean setup, I will take it on my live funds. I like this price action so far. It's slow, it's not volatile as before. You know, I don't know why indices just became slow like Forex. Forex was like this, always consolidating, like doing nothing, not respecting levels. And that's the thing that I see on indices right now. Indices are like choppy, slow, very slow. Let's look at Euro USD. Look at Euro USD, how volatile it is. Each of these candle, it's like so volatile. I'm on 3 minute. If I take you guys on 1 minute chart, it will look like crazy. And compared to US 30, look at US 30. Look at these candles. No volatility, no volume, no high volume. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, let's analyze Euro USD. Euro USD, what do I see? Euro USD, let's look at the 24-hour chart, the daily chart. Wow, on Euro US, on Forex, price respect rejection block a lot, right? Rather than taking out a liquidity from equal high or equal low, it respects the rejection block. What do I mean by rejection block? This week, big week that you see here, that's a rejection block. On what do you see here? If I measure this big week on 4 hour, I'm on 4 hour chart on Euro USD. If I measure this big week, what do you see price did here? Price came down, hit the upper quadrant, okay, 0.25. Did price went below and closed the candle's body below the midway? No. So what do we expect? We expect to see price remain heavy towards the buy side. It's a simple logic, and you can see how price is respecting that. And I can see a equal high here. If I was trading this setup on US like indices, I would have wanted to see this equal high getting taken out. But on Euro USD, on Forex, price respect the rejection block a lot. So that's our rejection block here from 4 hour chart, right? So I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna measure this rejection block here, and I'm gonna see how price reacts from it. If price does not close a candle's body above the midway and above the upper quadrant, we will remain heavy towards the sell side, and that's a 4 hour fair value gap right here, right? So let me mark the fair value gap here. And if I measure this fair value gap, I would want to see price coming down here at 0.75. It's my personal analysis, folks. If you are trading on Forex, you should not take my analysis as your analysis, okay? And if it matches with your analysis, great, stick with it. If it does not, don't change your analysis. I may be wrong, and you are maybe right? So you can see the price rejected from this upper midway, and it moved towards the sales downside aggressively, and we do have an hourly fair value gap here. It wasn't visible on 4 hour chart, so that's a fair value gap. Price is getting support from it. So what I think, okay, what I think for Forex on Euro USD, I want to see this equal high getting taken out. As price showed respect from this fair value gap, and dollar, it matches with our analysis on dollar. Dollar is doing what? Dollar is rejecting from this fair value gap, so dollar is bearish. So Euro USD should remain bullish towards the buy side. So this will be our draw on liquidity, this high here. So let's see if price does that. Let's drop down to the 5 minute chart. Yeah, I think Forex is bullish. Sorry, Euro USD is bullish. We do have a fair value gap here. So this week right here, if I measure it, let's see what price did here in this week. I want to see price respecting this order block right here. The order block there you see. if price is not respecting this order block, okay, and if price is coming down, that's what I think it should not do. And if it does that, we have our last expectation for bullish price action will be this fair value gap right here. So let's move back to Nasdaq. Yeah, so Nasdaq is just chopping around, doing nothing. Okay, now that price closed the candle's body below this last bearish candle, right? That's a bullish candle. What's happening with me? Okay, that's a bullish candle and price closed the candle's body below here. I will close this trade. So me personally, if I was trading this setup, I will not be in this trade anymore, and you will see why. If you watched my reclaimed order block video, you know why. So guys, I'll close my stream here. I have some work to do. Okay, some emergency work just came up. So I'll just stop my stream here, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow most probably. So that will be it for today. And I really don't wanna go. I still wanna do my commentaries, but the work I'll have to go. So there's something emergency, otherwise I would have stayed with you guys. So that will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. I only see like 191 likes. Why? 500 people watching and only like 100 likes. If you guys appreciate my commentaries, hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace and take care.